Hey everybody, it's Scotty with Sketchy's Garage, and today we're at my buddy Lonnie's shop. How's it going, Lonnie?
Doing good.
We're going to just do a quick review on the S&W Chassis kit for a 62 to 67 Nova. What'd you think about it?
I mean, all in all, it's a pretty good kit. Everything was bent pretty good. When they left enough pipe for you, where you can adjust things certain ways. It was pre-notched on one end, and that saved a lot of time. So, I mean, I think it turned out pretty nice.
Didn't do too bad for you at all. The one thing that I seen that I didn't like about it is it was for a 112-inch wheelbase, and the Nova's actually 110, and they didn't really say nothing in the blueprint about that. Luckily, we had the strut jig on there and had it jigged up, and I decided to put the front end on it, and we noticed that the front wheels wasn't in the right location, so we had to slide them back. But good thing we didn't weld anything on or anything like that yet. That's probably about the only gripe I got on it.
What about the main frame rails? How they had a
Yeah, I didn't love. They got the main frame rails. They got like a bend in them, about right there. It just kind of makes a couple things more difficult. It'd be a lot easier for especially a person putting together one for the first time if they was just straight. But I kind of know why they did it. They did it to help the front end geometry, and they also did it to where if you was running your headers down in that area right there. But pretty much everybody runs bullhorns these days or zoomies. That's a kind of a thing of the past. But like Lonnie said, everything was pretty good. What's your experience as far as pretty much what your first chassis? Just a little bit of fab work.
a little bit. There's a lot of fab work, a lot of time that goes in it. I mean, it was my first one. Me and you did together, so I mean, I like how it turned out, and I'm hoping it does what it's supposed to do on no prep setup, and it's going to go from there.
Yes, sir. If someone didn't have very much experience at all, let's just say they've maybe done a roll cage pipe or two here and there, maybe a little bit of tube work, you think they could handle a job like this?
I mean, if you can read a blueprint, I mean, the blueprint was pretty dead on, I think. And you know how to TIG weld, and you got a notcher. I mean, I feel like you and a buddy or so, I mean, you can probably end up doing one. Just takes time. Don't get no hurry and just start slapping stuff in there. Measure twice and cut once.
Yep. Like I say, I think me and him, it took us roughly probably a month, a week of weekends and a couple nights here and there
Yeah.
to get it all together.
We had that was the thing. We only worked on it really on the weekends and during the work schedule on the days I was off. But no more time than what we got in it. I feel like it come along pretty quick.
We are looking for a quarter panel for this side. We would really like just to find the skin. So if any of you guys got one hanging up in the old barn and you want to part with it, just let me know in the comments below. We'd love to get that fixed up right there because it's pretty ugly.
And what we have out of all the bars, we had one bar that was they had it notched. They had it cut wrong. Remember the main bar, the one underneath the dash there.
There was one that ended up being like an inch too short.
Yeah.
And it might have been because we did place a couple bars a little bit different just because we wanted to get the driver sitting a little bit further back just for weight distribution reasons.
Well, yeah, 'cause I'm so tall.
And he's big. He's like the Jolly Green Giant.
but I feel like everything turned out pretty nice. I mean, roundabout. If you had the chassis kit alone, that come with the struts, the rack, A arms, 4-link setup, strange brakes, uh, the aluminum, all the sheet metal work we did in it. Uh, I say we're. I say just all that alone was somewhere around 12,000. Just for all that. 12,5. So I feel like it was kind of price friendly. Oh, and that was counting the struts as well. So, I feel like it was kind of price friendly there, but it's always the nickel.
Nickel and dime stuff will kill you.
Yes, it will.
Always set your budget and then add about 20% because that's what the nickel and dime stuff's going to add up to at the end of the day, especially these days.
But with rear end setup in it, years sitting on the ground, roller, no drivetrain, about 20,000. I mean,
Yep.
no paint.
And that's for a new chromoly chassis.
No chromoly.
So if you do it yourself, you can save some money. You can be prideful of your work. And it's always better to be able to say, hey, I built that when you're in the winner circle.
That's right.
So how's it feel to have a pro mod now?
I have had a lot of cars, and they all been called pro mods. So I finally just said, all right, it's time to actually do a pro mod. So now I can say, yeah, you're right, I got a full pro mod.
A pro mod on 28s, huh?
28s, yeah. We're going to try to do a lot of the small tire, no fret racing, but we left enough room in there so we can put a big tire underneath of it.
Who would have talked you into doing something like that?
I don't know. My chassis guy, he plan ahead.
Yeah, but that's one thing is it seems like times are always changing. One day 28s is hot, next day big tires are hot, so.
Well, I mean, look at this race coming up with McQuinn and Robert are putting on at US 60. I mean, how many small, big tire cars they got?
Yeah. They have a battle at the asphalt at US 60 and April 15th. They already got 42 big tire cars locked in, and there's some stone cold killers in that class.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're just in February.
Mm-hmm.
You can say how many more is going to lock in between now and the actual race. So,
yeah, I think there's like 6 weeks left. So if they got 42 now, could be awesome.
But we're planning on making that race. I mean, we're hoping to get it done. Like I said, we got 6 weeks to finish it all up. I mean, for what we got done in a month's time, I feel like we can get something done in 6 weeks. So.
Yep, I think we'll be all right. As long as any parts don't hold us up, I think that's going to be the.
Oh, and that was another thing. Parts right now is just everything's on back order. Anytime you call or need something, back order. And that was one of our main holdups, wasn't it?
Yeah, seems like everything's 4 to 6 weeks out.
Oh, yeah.
Don't matter what it is. It could be the most common thing in the world to be a valve cover for a small block Chevy. You think there'd be 10 million of them.
Right.
Oh, that's 8 weeks out.
Yeah. Yes, it is. When we placed the order on this, the chassis, it was in 2021 of October, right?
I guess. I don't
I
know.
think it was October.
It probably was, yeah.
Yeah, it was around October. Because I didn't have nothing for Black Friday, so that's right. And then we didn't get it till
December 15th, I think.
December 15th or December 16th, one of those 2 days. And the only thing, the only thing I didn't like about the chassis itself was when you ordered it from S&W, it had to go through not one, not two, but 3 different delivery people. So it changed hands 3 different times on 3 different semis, and parts were lost. We were missing half the whole setup, and then they S&W come through and they fixed the issue, but that was just more time that I had to wait to get the rest of the parts. But other than that, every time I called them or said, "Hey, we're missing something," they got right on it. They shipped it out.
So on their part, they did right by you.
Oh yeah, they did right. They can't. Once it's gone, they can't help what goes on with the shipping. That's out of their hands.
I have a feeling like April 15th, there's going to be another chassis that shows up that's, oh yeah, we lost it.
Yeah, somewhere out there's another chassis floating around.
So if you got it, let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, because this is the second chassis.
Yeah, this wasn't the first chassis. The first chassis showed up was 2 pipes and some brackets.
Yeah, the main rails, the main frame rails. That's all I got. And then what else was it? The 4 links. That was it.
All right, everybody. This is Scotty with Sketchy's Garage. We'll catch you on the next one.